When did we go to Mallorca that wasn't Mallorca?
That's what I thought. Was that not May?
That's Magaluf.
Have we? I don't know if I've fully told the story on this podcast or if it's ever fully been told.
We did Magaluf in June and then Ibiza in July.
Yeah, it was an accidental Magaluf though because
that's true. Yeah, it's really about
we put the whole the whole booking of the trip through you.
Before we premise this, Arthur's mum said I'm in the right.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, continue the story.
Well,
he'll tell it in a mean way.
I won't tell it in a mean way.
I'll tell you the truth.
I'll tell it in a factual way.
I'll tell the whole truth.
You can't handle the truth.
So you book everything, and we go, "Oh, thanks, Arthur. That's very kind of you."
I booked the accommodation and paid for it.
Okay, yeah, and we said, "Thank you very much, Arthur. That's very kind of you."
Yes.
Get on the flight.
Thank you for doing that.
Big old Airbnb.
We land, and we go, "God, I can't wait to get to the Airbnb." So we travel west for about. No, east.
So we land at like 9 p.m. on a
Friday night
because the times are important.
Detail.
Yeah,
because it's Friday night 9 p.m.
Yeah.
We land
Friday night 9 p.m. We travel east about 50 minutes an hour.
About
10 minutes before we arrive at our destination. You then go, right, how do we get there?
How do we get in?
And then you see that you have to check in. And then after getting all our passport details out of us and inputting them all, they get submitted, and you see that they sent a message saying that we need to pick it up from the key box, and then you say, oh, that must be outside the villa. Where is the villa? We don't know because they haven't given us the definite location yet because we haven't yet checked in. So we get there. The taxi driver goes, whereabouts do we stop in then, guys? And we just go, don't know, somewhere around here. We get out in this street. We were there for about an hour. Nobody walked past. Around. Completely empty. No sound whatsoever. And then we finally look where to pick up the key from. And it's past where we came from, an hour in the other direction. Is it an hour?
It's where we landed. It was next to the airport.
Yeah, it was basically next to the
airport. Well, a bit further
in
like the opposite direction, in the centre of the town, in their offices.
Which was shut.
Which is so dumb from them.
Shut for the weekend.
You book an Airbnb. I've done it a million times. It says, this is a lockbox, sort of like a manual labour free check-in or whatever, and it said the key
manual labour free.
The key is in a lockbox.
You don't have to build the house.
As in, like, so no one has to come. So I was like, the key is in a lockbox that you access with a code, and we get there at 9 p.m. Got literally airport here, and right next to the airport is the centre of Mallorca.
Yeah.
It is Magaluf, isn't it? Is that the centre?
No, Magaluf is a place in Mallorca. We want to be clear
that
we didn't deliberately go to Magaluf.
We went to the other side of the island to this house, and found out that the key was stupidly in a lockbox on the other side that can only be open 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, and we were leaving on Monday.
Yeah. Your little ways around the problem weren't what we eventually did was just get a hotel. You were like, well, I've searched it up. I know where it is. We could go see if it's open and just stay there. Just break in.
I back because
you couldn't believe there was even another option.
Legally, you can't break into something you have property rights to.
So we haven't got a key to get in.
We wouldn't be doing it if the window was open, unlocked. I studied this in law.
You kept saying this brings me back. You kept saying this. We were like, oh yeah, but we're not gonna be able to get in. You go, but we might as well go check, see if a window's open. What scale of villa?
Yes.
But just in case there's a window open.
If there's a window open, we get the villa. Otherwise, what do? We had to
get the villa was like, it was a tiny village.
But say we got
and
in,
then it was like
we have
10 minutes away from that. Yeah, in the middle of nowhere. The villa was in the middle.
The villa was in the middle.
Yeah,
but to be fair, that is what we booked it for. We didn't book it for like a lad's
holiday. No, I know.
We booked it for like a beach side, a pool side.
Yeah, but we booked it in the middle of nowhere because we were like, oh, that'll be nice when we wake up in the morning. That'll be easy to break into.
It was also so in the middle of nowhere that no taxis even went there. Do you remember how many taxis we had to call?
Oh my god, I forgot about this.
We got a lift from the guy who worked at the bar.
Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah,
we found a hotel.
Walked to a bar.
We were like 2 streets over.
We walked to a bar that then had who tried to call us taxis. They wouldn't even go there, and so we had to wait there for an hour and a half, and then the bar staff had to give us a lift
because they were like, we're shutting up, and we were like, we have nowhere to go, and they were like, we'll drive you home.
Yeah.
Absolute shocker.
Booked a shitty hotel in the nearest town.
Yeah. And
then the next morning we went, well, they've not given us the keys to the Airbnb and they're closed for the weekend. They didn't actually get back to us until the end of the holiday.
No, they didn't. They literally didn't.
So we just went, fuck it, Magaloof's an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
Should we just go there?
And it was actually quite funny.
It was very fun.
It was funny, but it was very underage.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say underage. Be careful there. Pal.
No, yeah.
No, but we didn't do anything with them. It was just
No, they were just 18.
The
I think you
punters
forget
were like
it was-
17.
Yeah.
No, I think they were like 18.
Yeah,
I think
no,
you forget
they-
like people who are 18 look young now. You know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
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 But
But
yeah,
Airbnb, to be fair,
they
said
did give you the money back.
they
didn't
were like,
Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
completely in the right. They're like, they shouldn't say that it's a lockbox that's coded if you need to go to their office, and the fact that they didn't respond
Yeah.
the entire holiday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They gave the money back. So Airbnb were like, yeah, you guys are in the right. So
Yeah, so thank you. That brings us on to the sponsor of this episode, Airbnb. Thank you very much.
no, it was good from them because they could have just been
Yeah.
like, not our problem.
Yeah.
But they were like,
Didn't
So
the
it was actually
hotel
quite
company,
a cheap holiday.
they were like
wasn't
so
it?
poor.
we get the fantastic news just after leaving the world's shittiest yet still very enjoyable water park? Do you remember that place?
What news?
The weed.
I was pretty sure you got the message from Airbnb being
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah. That water park was so weird.
Mm.
I love water parks. So you love water
Nah, I
parks.
don't know
Like,
about
you had the time of your life.
No.
Me and Chris always say this. There are rare moments where George is just, he becomes his inner child and is just so giggly and giggly. And he was on the water park going like, guys, look at this. And there'd be like a water fountain dripping water and he'd like run through the middle of it and be like, look at this. And like, right,
No
it's
idea what
so
you're about.
cute. It was so funny.
He's actually like that a lot as well.
Yeah.
I've noticed. Yeah.
yeah, you go through phases
He's a,
of just being this
he's
euphoric.
a Labrador.
Yeah. It was very funny.
If I've had my sleep, then I'm a Labrador. If not, then I'm a Chihuahua, baby.
Oh my goodness.